Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This video is going to be going over some recently announced Breaking Bad figures. Basically, the first released Breaking Bad figures I've heard of, and I think have pretty much ever been made for the series. So let's take a look. Okay, so the first one we have here is, of course, Walter White, our main character for the series, and these figures are being produced by Mezco. Now this one here is a 6-inch figure, so it is a good scale. It's my favorite scale for figures. Will fit in line with anybody who collects Marvel Legends or DC Universe Classics or a lot of the other NECA stuff, which is kind of 6-inch, almost 7. Like they have the NECA Terminator figures and different figures from different shows called classics, different movies and stuff like that. So this should fit in scale with that, which is really cool because they do have a Scarface figure that's kind of Al Pacino Scarface character that's kind of in the same size or scale. So this could fit in scale with that, depending on how it comes out, or be at least pretty close, which is kind of neat. Also, like the look they chose for him, it's the whole Heisenberg look. It actually, because you have, in the series, you have Heisenberg, you have Walter White. This costume right here, or this outfit right here, I should say, not costume, but is for Heisenberg, really. Now, whether or not we're going to get some different variations, like if we're going to get a version that, of Walter White without all this on, or maybe a variant, which would be kind of cool with just his glasses on and without the hat, I think would kind of be fun too. I hope they release a few figures, but the thing that intrigues me the most about this is it's the first picture of Walter White. So we don't know, of the figure anyway. So we don't know what kind of joints it's going to have, if it's going to have, cuts at the elbows or at the knees or anything like that, or at the waist. I hope it does have good articulation. I hope it's not like a figure that has zero articulation. But I don't recall Mezco making 6-inch figures for anything. I don't remember them ever doing it. So based on that, I tend to think that this figure probably will only have a few joints, if any. I mean, the version we're looking at here, you don't see any cuts anywhere, meaning that it would have no movement or no articulation. So all he would be able to do is stand still. That's not an action figure. That's not a figure. That's a statue. If it can't move, it's a statue. Companies still call them figures, but if it doesn't have articulation, it's not an action figure. It's not a figure. I'm sorry. It could be like a figurine or a statue, but it's not an action figure. And he is up for pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store. The cost for it is $17, so probably at most comic book shops and maybe Toys R Us, some of them will probably have this. But probably mostly comic book shops is where you'd be looking to get this unless you order it online. It should be about $17 to $20. It does say in the description on Big Bad Toy Store's ad that it's supposed to be released in June. So that's pretty cool. Good timing because the last season of Breaking Bad's coming on just, I think, in July, roughly it starts, or sometime in June. June, July-ish. I'll have to look at the exact date, but something like that. And it does say that it comes with some removable glasses, a removable hat, a sack of cash, and a bag of blue crystals. So that's kind of cool, but again, I'm just really wondering if this is going to have any articulation. It's supposed to be an action figure, but like I said before, if it doesn't have articulation, it doesn't have movement, then it's not really an action figure. It's a statue or figurine, so to speak. So hopefully it will, and this will just be the first sort of prototype pictures of it. So they haven't added the joints yet, but it does look super cool, that's for sure. So even if it doesn't have joints, I'll probably still get it anyway because it is a Walter White figure that would be in the right scale that I would want it to be. So that's very cool. I'm pretty excited and probably buy it either way. But if they're going to do a whole line of it, I would really hope that it actually does have movement. So that's that figure. That's the main one, and that's the only one that's been announced so far with a picture in 6-inch. The others we'll take a look at now. Here's some pics of the next set they're going to be releasing from Mezco. These are like plush figures. So they're kind of filled with like spongy type of sort of like a stuffed animal type of figurine. And these do actually look pretty funny. They're pretty cool. I especially like the Jesse Pinkman figure where you have, you know, the scuffs on his face like that. It's pretty funny, and the facial hair. The Walter White one looks really cool as well, but definitely not the. I mean, his face is kind of like supposed to be intimidating, I guess, but it's a plush toy, so I mean, plush toys can only be so intimidating. We don't also know if they're going to release a Jesse Pinkman in the 6-inch scale. I certainly hope they do, because that's what I collect. But these kinds of figures here are fun too. It's just personally I don't collect them, so these for me will probably be a skip. The main reason why I don't collect these is because they don't stand up on their own very well. You kind of have to sit them down, or like at least most plush toys don't stand at all. So, you know, for me, it's like if it doesn't stand up, what the hell, what good use is it? So, but they are kind of cool looking, that's for sure. And let's take a look at the other two pictures we have. And the second last one we have here in terms of pictures is Walter White bobblehead. It's just ridiculous. Even the dimensions are wrong. Like, I don't know. It's just, bobbleheads are funny, but to me, like, I don't collect bobbleheads, but it is kind of funny just to look at it and get an idea of the sculpt and everything. I think the head on it is pretty funny. It's pretty good, but the body, I mean, anatomically, it's very cartoonish. I think these types of things work a lot better for cartoon characters than they do for actors from shows. Actors from shows that are more realistic, like they're actual people, to make a figure like this of it just doesn't make sense to me. If it was like Homer Simpson or something, it'd be fine, but this is just weird. This is a pass for me. It's just weird. And the last one we have are like these little, they're like clip-on type of plush set figures. So they're kind of except they're smaller than the other ones. These are only like 4-inch. So they're kind of like little small things that you would have dangle from like your keys or whatever. Again, they're much the same as the other ones, just with you know, different. The heads look the same, just shrunken down probably, but the clothes are different than the others. So kind of cool as well, but for me, I don't collect these either. So having these on like a keychain or something, I mean, you can love the show and everything, but it doesn't necessarily mean you want to have one of the like these carrying around with your keys or something. But they're still kind of funny. I mean, whatever. It's okay, I guess. So anyway, those are my thoughts on the Breaking Bad figures. As you guys know, I do Breaking Bad reviews for every episode. So. And of course, I collect action figures, so I figured I'd do a video talking about them, because I did do one for the Walking Dead figures, so I should do one for this one as well. So I hope to see some more characters for Breaking Bad come out in 6-inch. I would love to see a 6-inch Jesse Pinkman, Gus Fring, definitely Gus for sure. I mean, there's so many characters you could do. You could do Hank, you could do Skylar. I mean, you could do so many characters from the show in 6-inch that it would be really cool to see them all together in a display. I think they should do probably. Since they've done Walt, they could do next a Jesse Pinkman, then a Gus, and then after that maybe another Walt with different clothes on, like maybe with hair from earlier on in the season or something, or in the show like season 1 or something, and then maybe some of the other characters too. That would work really well. This other stuff here, as you guys can tell, I'm not too amped for. It's kind of cool to look at, but I wouldn't buy it. Anyway, that's it for this video, guys. I'll see you for the next one. This is Trev saying peace.